You've met people who walk into a room and everything just shifts. No announcement, no theatrics, no effort, but suddenly all eyes go to them. People smile wider. Conversations bend in their direction, and everyone feels just a little more alive when they're around. Now, look, that isn't luck. That isn't personality. That's learned behavior. And if you've ever felt invisible or overlooked or under-recognized, even though you know you have value, you're about to learn why. Magnetic people aren't born different. That's the truth. They simply practiced habits the rest of the world never learned. Today, you're going to learn 5 of them. And if you want to develop the skills you're about to learn far beyond this video, check the links below. Start with the free Neuro Influence Project, then explore Influence Architects or Power Mastery, man, if you want deeper levels. Now, let's get into the training. All right. So let me tell you that charisma isn't sparkle. That's not it. It's not hype and it's not extroversion. Thank goodness, because a lot of us aren't really extroverts. Charisma is presence shaped into influence. And the 5 habits I'm going to talk to you about will let you turn it on whenever you choose. All right, jump straight into habit number 1, magnetic attention. The most charismatic people aren't interesting, they are interested. Wow. Let that sink in. They give you the full weight of their attention. They don't split their focus or scan the room or evaluate who's more important. They create a pocket of presence around you that makes you feel like the only person in the world. And here's the psychological mechanism. When you feel seen, you instinctively trust the person who sees you. Now, this is why Bill Clinton was famous for making people feel like he locked onto their soul, as one journalist would say. So, look, whether you loved or hated his politics, that doesn't matter. His ability to tune in was legendary. You want charisma on demand? Start by shifting from performing to perceiving. Magnetic attention is the foundation. Okay, habit number 2, the emotional uplift effect. Now, charismatic people consistently raise the emotional temperature in a positive direction. They create micro elevations in mood wherever they go. They don't do this with forced cheerfulness, and they don't do it with fake positivity. They do it with emotional calibration. They match your energy for a moment, then gently lift it. This is why Dwayne Johnson is one of the most loved public figures on the planet. Whether the cameras are on or off, people describe the same thing. He makes you feel better than before you met him. And the mechanics here are really simple. Humans gravitate towards emotional elevation. If you make people feel lighter, they follow you. Charisma isn't about you shining, it's about making others shine in your presence. All right, the third habit, the confident pause. Now, most people rush their speech. They fill the silence and they try to fight for space. Charismatic people, they do the opposite. They pause, they breathe, they let their words land. And this signals certainty. It signals composure. It signals internal grounding. Now, you'll see this in Oprah's interviews. She often asks a powerful question and then falls completely silent. She lets the other person feel the weight of their own thoughts. That silence makes her presence feel bigger without saying a word. The confident pause creates gravity, and gravity creates attention. Attention creates charisma. All right, Habit number 4, intentional micro expressions. Now, charismatic people use their face the way great violinists use their instrument. It's subtle, it's intentional, and it is expressive. A small smile of recognition, a softening around the eyes, a moment of empathy without words, a spark of amusement at just the right time. And these micro expressions build rapport instantly. They convey, I get you, I hear you, you're safe here, you matter, I see you. There's a reason Keanu Reeves has near universal affection. And you know what? I always have trouble with the word Keanu. I think I say it right. His micro expressions communicate always what? Humility. What do you know about him? His expressions always communicate humility and warmth and respect, and he does that more consistently than almost any actor working today. His nonverbal cues make him likable before he says a word. When your face tells people they matter, charisma becomes effortless. All right, fifth habit, identity projection. Now, this is a habit that almost no one talks about because most people don't see it happening. Charismatic people project a stable identity into the room. It's not loud, it's not arrogant, and it's not needy. It's just clear. People feel who they are before they hear who they are. Your identity is an energetic signature. When you walk into a room with a defined inner stance, you become the reference point for everyone else's behavior. Now, Nelson Mandela was a master of this. He didn't posture, he didn't dominate with force, he radiated clarity, and people adjusted around him automatically. Identity projection tells the room, this is how we're going to relate. This is how we're going to interact. This is the standard here. And people follow the standard of the clearest identity in the room. Okay, if you're serious about building magnetic influence, start with our free Neuro Influence project. Did I say free? You'll get foundational lessons that sharpen presence and persuasion and communication. You can build on what you're learning right now. And if you want a complete path, well, the Influence Architects membership gives you immersive training. And for mastery level influence designed for professionals, leaders, and entrepreneurs, Power Influence Mastery is the deep end. All paths are linked below, so let's keep going. You'll find them, right? All right. Now let's talk about how these 5 habits work together. Now let's talk about the charisma loop first. When you use magic, magnetic, compelling attention, people feel seen. When you add emotional uplift, they feel good. When you pause with confidence, they feel your stability. When your micro expressions align with empathy, they feel connected. When your identity is clear, they feel guided. This loop creates a psychological field around you that people want to enter. You become the anchor in the room, the person with presence, the one others trust without thinking about why. Look, charisma isn't a trick. It's a pattern, a repeatable sequence. And once you understand the mechanics, you can turn it on whenever you need it. Selling, leading, negotiating, networking, even parenting. Ask my 5-year-old. Charisma is not lightning, it's architecture. All right, If you want to take this to the next level, and hey, I know you do, here's how. Start with the Neuro Influence Project. It costs nothing and gives you a full set of short, high impact lessons you can use immediately. It's the best introduction to everything we do here. And if you want a supportive community and a structured path for influence, communication, and personal power, join the Influence Architects membership. You'll get hundreds of hours of training, weekly insights, and a system that builds skill week after week after week with you being the beneficiary. But hey, if your goal is true mastery, influence that works in leadership, persuasion, negotiations, business, and even transformational work, then Power Influence Mastery is where you belong. It's an advanced AI integrated training platform that makes the skills automatic. Look, 3 levels, 3 paths. Choose the depth that fits where you are right now, and more importantly, maybe where you're going. The links are in the description. So, charisma isn't magic, it's muscle. And the more you practice these habits, the more naturally they become part of who you are. People respond to you differently. Opportunities open wide in front of you. You stop trying to get attention and start commanding it. You can turn charisma on. You can do it anytime you want. I'll see you in the next video.